Hi dolls, I am so excited to be back filming again. Took a short break from YouTube, which was like not intentional. Stuff got in the way because sometimes I have to adult, but I'm back and there's gonna be all new videos every week in April. And April is my birthday month, so stay tuned for some special birthday looks, okay? And as you can see, or maybe I know I look a little crazy, I've already prepped my skin for this tutorial because this tutorial is going to be mainly eyes, and we're going to be talking about the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. I know that there's probably a lot of reviews out there and I'm a little late to the game, but whatever. There's room for all of us at the table. So this is the Naked Reloaded. Last year, Urban Decay discontinued the original Naked palette, which is this guy right here. So I still have one. Actually, I have two extra ones because when I found out it was being discontinued, I was like, let me just stock up because I don't know what's coming next. So when we found out that the OG, the original Naked palette, was being discontinued, I was pretty shook. And all of a sudden, that Boyz II Men song, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, came out in the background. I was devastated. So this is the original one. You can see this palette is more than just a palette of neutrals. It was really the product that brought the palette category forward. So now you see like palettes drop in 2-3 times a month. You know, collabs with brands, usually a palette of some sort, usually eyeshadow. And all of that really started with the original Naked, because before this, you bought duos, maybe you'd have a palette at Christmas time, but nobody was really dropping palettes, you know, in the middle of the year with 12, 13, 14, 15 shades until Urban Decay really took that category and made it so impactful. So this is my original one. This is the one I'm currently using. You can see it's gotten some love. The colors are warm and cool at the same time. That's how I describe them. They're like warm to neutral, neutrals, and a little bit of coolness, just enough. So if you have this one, God bless, it's amazing. And now we have the new one, which is the Naked Reloaded. And what I love about this one is that I feel like these colors are actually very relevant to where the trends are now. So we have some rose golds, we have some metallics, and the more neutral base shadows are actually in bigger pans because these are the ones that tend to go the fastest for some people. Usually the darker colors go faster for me because I do a lot of smoky looks. But these shadows that you can, you know, set your concealer with on your lid, or those base shadows, you can also use these to blend out as well, are a little bit bigger on the ends so that they last longer. So I thought that was really cool. It also comes with a mirror as well, and the packaging is soft and satiny as opposed to this velvet of the original. So we're gonna do a fun, quick spring look with this. In order to save time, I've already prepped my skin and my eyelids. So I prepped my face with the Banana Bright Face Primer from Ole Hendrickson. Love this. I prepped my under eye area with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue. This is really hydrating, really helps with puffiness. I'm already starting to notice a little bit more brightness as well. Totally worth it. And then for my complexion, I mixed the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Face Tape in 53H Deep Honey with a squirt of Becca's Champagne Pop in the liquid formula. So this is what I use. Blended that out. And then for my concealer, I have the Fenty 360. I wear the 420 in the foundation, but because I like a very light, bright under eye, I go way down with my concealer. So in the Fenty, yes, it's 360. And then my powder is my Kunafa from Huda, the Easy Bake Loose Powder. This is one of my Ride or Die products. As you can see, I'm almost finished. So I could, most likely I'll replenish, but I want to try some new products with you guys. So stay tuned for that as well. So we're going to start with our Naked Reloaded. This one does not come with a brush, just so you guys know. And also, it's a few dollars cheaper. I think it was either $44 or $49. And the pigment is, of course, that amazing Urban Decay pigment we come to know and love. I don't really do swatches often because I kind of suck at swatches, and I'd rather just focus on technique and let you guys see like how it really looks. So we're going to start with Retro, this like matte pink shade, which has become one of my favorite transition colors. And this is a type of palette where you can create a really dramatic look, you can create a neutral look. It's just as versatile as the original one. And I was really happy to see so many warm colors and new colors and colors that are more relevant to where eyeshadow trends are going now. And of course, I feel like this is something that can work really well for brown girls too. So just like the original one, it is skin tone friendly. I know some people give Urban Decay some shade that their palettes don't always work on darker skin tones, but I think it really depends because I've been wearing Urban Decay eyeshadow forever and it's always worked best for me, and it's always a formula I go back to. So I think it's more individual, but so far for this brown girl, I've had success with them and I still love them. And right now I have Naked Reloaded, I have Naked Cherry, and I have Naked Heat, and I love them. So this is Retro, you can see. Oh, I've also put powder here as well because we don't want to mess up our complexion, and in order to save time so the video is not too long, I did my basic complexion and my brows as well. But if you guys want a brow tutorial or a complexion tutorial, just let me know. Leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. Something else I've been doing is taking my transition color into my outer V right here and just blending it out. Like, I've really been blowing out my transition colors lately, and I feel like it gives a really pretty effect for my eye makeup. So that is this color right there. Now, next brush. Now we're gonna take a little bit of Distilled, this shimmery brown right there, and we're gonna put a little bit of that into the crease just below my transition color. And I absolutely love this brown. It's such a pretty brown. I also love the fact that the names are on the palette. Urban Decay always does a good job with that. So that way I know, I could tell you guys exactly what I'm using. Fabulous. Let's turn on the lights a little bit so maybe you guys can see the shimmer. There we go. That's even better. Now, and when I'm using a pinky rose brush, the number has worn, oh no, it is F22. Pinky Rose low-key has some high-key brushes. I haven't tried their complexion brushes, but their eyeshadow brushes I've been really happy with. So I'm concentrating the Distilled just below my transition color and kind of just on that outer half of my lid, but mostly on the outer V as well. And I'm not using a lot of pressure. I'm holding my brush further back towards the end, and I'm just lightly blending it in to give a nice, soft, diffused level of definition. So you can see that. So this is where we are right now. And also with this palette, I haven't seen a lot of kickback and I haven't seen a lot of fallout. So it definitely, you don't have to worry about that. I personally don't care about kickback or fallout because when you have a pressed product and it's a lot of pigment, that's going to happen. But I noticed with this particular palette, it's not really an issue. Alrighty, there we go. Now we're going to take the same brush because it has a little shimmer on it, And we're going to go with this dark color. It's called Endgame. And I'm going to just roll it under my eyes like this. To give a nice smoky look. I can't not smoke out my bottom lash line. It's just, that's just not how that's just not the move. Like I have to smoke out my bottom lash line because then my makeup just doesn't always feel complete without that smoky look on the bottom. There we go. Okay, we're coming along. And I'm going to take a little bit of the brown and just also pat it in. We're going to pat it in. Don't worry about blending it. Just pat it in for now, and then we're going to do a nice overall blending in a minute because we're going to cut this crease. Yes. So I'm going to take a little bit of my NARS concealer. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Caramel, Medium Dark 2. Now, I love this concealer because it's not that it's drying, it just has a little bit of a less creamy texture than, say, the NARS Radiant Concealer or the Tarte Shape Tape. So I really like it for cutting the crease because as soon as you put it on the lid, it's not too slippery, so you can go in with your shadow and your shimmer right away. So I'm just gonna do a partial cut crease. Well, really more the whole lid. Who am I kidding? I have to cut the whole lid. And I'm using another Pinky Rose brush. This is F31. This is a nice flat concealer brush, and I love this one for cutting my crease and also sculpting my brows. Okay, let's see. And I'm just following the natural crease of my eye. That little line that you see when you open your eye, that's kind of your demarcation for where you want your cut crease to be. There we go. And then I actually pull it all the way out as well to give it a really nice shape. So we are cut. Now, next brush, we're going to take our nice flat Sephora shadow brush. Yeah, the number has worn off, but this is just a medium shadow brush. We're going to take Reputation, this color. Actually, no. We're going to take Boundaries and do this color. I changed my mind. Okay, I'm going to wet the brush. I'm just using my facial spray from Mario Badescu because I'm out of all-nighter spray. We make the best. We make do. I'm going to take a little bit of this goldeny shade. And then we're just going to pat it on top. I'm going to pat it on top. And as I said, this formula of concealer is amazing for cutting your crease because it's not too creamy, so you can put your shadow on right away and it won't slip and slide. Okay. Now we're going to take our nice fluffy crease brush, do a quick swipe of color, like literally just a little bit of color on there, and start going in circular motions and blending this out. Let's see. We're just blending out circular motions and blend it out towards your brow. And anything that's left over, just sweep it underneath. Boom. Then we take another quick swipe, very little product on the brush, and we just go in circular motions. I'm holding the brush up a little bit higher and putting a little bit more pressure because we really want to blow out this color and make sure there's no harsh lines here from our cut crease. Again, whatever's left, just brush it right underneath. Okay. Love. Yes. Love. All right. Now I'm going to take Boundaries, a little bit of this, and just put it right here, very close to the tear duct. Very close. Just here. More like an accent color, not all the way on the lid. There we go. Right. Now I'm going to take next brush. I'm actually going to take an Urban Decay brush. This one's pink because it's from the Naked Cherry palette, but I use it for everything. And then we're going to take Barely Baked, and this is going to be our brow color, our brow highlight. So when we do our brow highlight, I'm actually going to start from the arch and just lightly blend it out, just to give a nice lift. Da, da, da. Boom. Alrighty. Now, okay. If you guys see me futzing around like that, it's because, again, I don't have a lot of room to film, so my vanity's pretty big. I'm going to take my Makeup Forever XL, Aqua XL eye pencil in black. Love this pencil. It's super dark. It's one of my top 2 favorite black eyeliners. My other one is the Bedroom Black in the Rock and Coal from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to tight line. This is like the only pencil I like to tight line my upper lash line with. So I'm just going to tight line a little bit. And honestly, if you wear false lashes often, tight lining makes a huge difference because it really helps your lashes blend in better with your falsies. Now I'm just going to line my waterline. Okay. Let's give this a quick sharpen. I'm actually using my Urban Decay sharpener, the Grindhouse, which I use for everything. Everything. Love it. Okay. There we go. So we're doing right on the waterline. We've already tight lined on the inside. Now we're going to do the top lash really close to the lashes. And it doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line because we're going to put lashes and liquid liner. So don't worry about it being perfect. Just do little tiny black strokes close to the lash line. And this is going to help everything, your liner, your lashes, stay and look better and wear better. Now we're just going to tight line. There we go. If you guys also want an eyeliner tutorial, I think that would be a lot of fun. Or if there's any like celebrity looks you guys want me to create, let me know too. Leave a comment below or hit me up on the gram. Because I know y'all follow me on Instagram. Okay. Okay. I'm making the line a little bit thick, but not super thick. Okay. Alrighty, now time for the liquid liner. I always put pencil on top first as a guide, and also it helps, again, everything stay better, wear better. I'm going to take my Tarte Double Take Tartist liner. Love this pen. Oh my god, I love this liquid liner. I'm so obsessed with it. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this. We're going to do a nice thick cat eye because we got to be extra AF all the time. Nice thick cat eye. Meow. Now we're going to do like this as well. And if you make mistakes, hell, even if I'm in a hurry, will make a mistake. You can easily clean it up with a Q-tip and some micellar water or a baby wipe. It's not that serious. Because as we all know, liquid liner can smell fear. Everything's better when your liner is winged out. I just love it. There we go. There we go. Okay. And these are the parts that I don't edit out. Well, really, I don't edit, period, because that's just not my strong point. So if little mistakes happen, you guys just know it's just makeup. It can easily be corrected, and just keep practicing. Even as a makeup artist, sometimes I'll be doing my own makeup and I'm like, oh, that's not what I had planned. But it's okay. That's life. You can just clean it up. So boom, here we go. Alrighty, we're gonna dust off our powder here. This was our powder to prevent our fallout. We're gonna take our Fenty concealer on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I already have a little complexion on. Take our beauty blender and just lightly pat that in. They pat that in. I also pat on the side of my nose as well. A, to conceal freckles, and B, to make sure this whole area is concealed properly so it doesn't detract from the eye makeup, from the shadow we just spent all this time doing. And you can see the look I didn't even take that long. It's really easy. It's just something that can go from day to night. I love this palette. I feel like it is versatile, it's fun, it complements any eye color, and also it will work on a deeper skin tone. So at this point, you would just pop on lashes and a little bit of bronzer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you want more springtime looks with this palette, please let me know. You can find me on all my social media at Sage Beauty Blog. The YouTube channel is at Sage Beauty Blog now. The gram is, the Tumblr, the Twitter, all of it. You can find me. Let me know what your makeup questions are. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'm so glad to be back filming for you guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye.